Hello, I'm newpaxromana.
I'm majorjip.
And this is Speedster5671.
And today we're going to be presenting to you a little something I like to call OpenOffice.
You'll be presenting it.
Well,
I know
in a little
nothing about
way,
this
we will
program.
all be presenting it. Now, OpenOffice, as you can see, is made by our friends at Oracle. Sound familiar? That's because they also make JavaScript. What that has to do with anything, I don't know. Now, today we're going to be presenting to you different ways that it can work with, Microsoft Office. Basically, we're going to be testing
Files made in Microsoft Office 2007 and 2010. All Office 2010 documents were made by yours truly, majorjip.
and all 2007 were made by yours truly, newpaxromana. Alright, so let's begin with Office 2007.
Now, if I remember correctly, isn't Oracle the same ones who made VirtualBox?
Yes, it is, which is in fact what we're filming this on.
A virtual machine running in Oracle VirtualBox.
How lovely. Alright, let's begin with one of the most common ones of all, Word.
This is Office 2007 documents.
Alright, let's see if it opens up properly. Okay, the following text has been brought to you by the mind of newpaxromana, which is a dark and cruel place. It really isn't. I just had to write something, and that was all I could come up with. Okay, red is red, green is green, yellow is yellow, blue is blue, and purple is, I think, purple.
Yes.
That looks like purple. Maybe I'm just going colorblind. Surprisingly enough, the clip art actually works, and
The fonts.
all the different fonts work. So far, we're seeing 100% compatibility. Awesome, awesome.
It did not fail.
It did
Hooray.
not fail at all. Not in any way, shape, or form.
At the moment.
Alright, next we're going to go on to PowerPoint. PowerPoint seems to be the one thing that has the most compatibility issues. So, let's see what happens. Okay, will it work in OpenOffice? Well, so far it's working, although I did have a nice rainbow background that for whatever reason did not load. So apparently it did not work 100%.
It probably just didn't like you.
Probably not.
It probably didn't load it probably didn't have a design file that was equal to the one that Office had.
Alright, chart made in 2007. Well, this is the background clip art, which again, surprisingly, clip art does work, but as you can see, my lovely chart is not there. Again, the color works very nicely, but that's about it.
Boo!
Please listen to the following important messages. Alright, so
That worked perfectly.
What messages?
yeah, the picture works perfectly. Now, next message. Free software is often disappointing. Your text here, or not. Now, this was actually word art, but surprisingly enough, the word art did not work.
It is now just standard font.
Interesting. Oh, which reminds me, I actually had a word art in the Word document, and it didn't seem to load. Bit of a problem, that one.
Yes.
And I had text in the bottom here, which is not there.
Apparently it wasn't that important.
For some reason, these two periods are bigger than those three periods.
They think they're better than everyone else.
Apparently so. Apparently so. Alright, so far we're seeing maybe half and half. Most of the stuff in Word seems to be compatible, but oddly enough, PowerPoint, which like I said, is the one that we have the most trouble with, doesn't seem to be fully compatible.
But then again, you know, it works for what you need it. If you need to open a document, even though it don't have the
right, it'll
design,
still
it'll
open
open what you need. So
yeah. Alright, our last one for 2007, an Excel document.
which I can't imagine wouldn't open.
It better open.
Because it's
Okay.
boring!
I choose A1. Is it a hit? C5, my battleship is sunk. D11, you fail, miss. H8 by newpaxromana. Aw, isn't that nice? Alright, so we're seeing 100% compatibility with this. Although, I didn't really do any major clip art or charts or anything like that, but I'm assuming charts don't really work.
Yeah, probably not.
Just gotta make
But
sure
we'll
the folks
see
at Hasbro don't see this.
We'll see if the charts work in Office 2010.
Alright, so Office 2007, we're seeing, for the most part, compatibility. I mean, it works with what you needed to, but you don't get any of those niceties like the different backgrounds and stuff. I had a background for every single slide that you saw in 2007, but as you saw, a lot of them came up as white. The background didn't load.
But
Bit of a problem.
Then again, OpenOffice has its own design slide, so if you use this program entirely, you won't be out with nothing.
Right. Alright, so the next is 2010, made by our friend majorjip. And let's begin with, again, the most common, a Word document.
3 years into the future, folks!
Alright, let's see here. Created by majorjip. Oh, you put a header in it. That's very fancy.
Oh, it made the header. Very good.
Show off.
Text effects didn't work. Everything else seemed
blue,
to be
green,
fine.
red, text effects did not work, no.
Text effect and the clip art worked.
Again, like we said, clip art we weren't expecting to work, but it would appear clip art works with pretty much everything.
Though that was formatted for the clip art to be on the same page. But
well, you
that's
can't have
annoying.
everything, can you? Alright, let's try...
a presentation made in Office 2010.
What is the difference?
Just click 1.
I picked this one because it's on the bottom. I want to see the underdog win for once. Watch the whole computer crash now. Ooh, surprisingly enough...
It got the design.
Oh boy. Oh, here we go. So, will it work in OpenOffice? Actually, the animation for the background did work.
Didn't load any of the transitions. And that was a design, but it's now strange blocks.
Oh, wait a minute. It loaded
Some
something.
type of transition.
That was awkward.
Oh, I hope this slide has told you something.
It didn't tell me anything.
Click to edge it.
Well, that was interesting. So, wait a second. This is supposed to have a chart. This has neither the chart nor the text header. That's not good.
It started out nice.
This says, I hope it has told you something. And
I had a phrase neck down underneath of it that said, if not, oh well. But apparently, oh well is not available. So
I don't think OpenOffice appreciates your sarcasm. Just out of curiosity, let's try, I don't think there is a difference, but let's just try opening it in the top one now just to see if there's a difference.
No longer going with the underdog, are ya?
Let's face it, the underdog stinks.
No difference.
The
underdog is as good as the rest of them.
Apparently they're clones. And last but not least, 2010 file made in Excel.
Again. Boring!
And...
it opens, yes. And, of course, A7 reminds me of Battleship.
Oh, real original.
Isn't that nice?
You sunk my battleship.
Stop making Simpsons references.
Okay then. Well, so yeah, all in all, OpenOffice, it's a free program. It's pretty good. We actually made this for you. Why Pi is so good.
I made this in OpenOffice to show that you can make good
So first we'll open it in OpenOffice, and then we'll try opening it in PowerPoint, just for the heck of it. Alright, so why Pi is so good? I'm sure you did make this in 3 minutes. Okay. Now, obviously, this was made in OpenOffice. We just opened it in OpenOffice, so everything that was original to it, you're going to see. So this is how the slideshow is supposed to go. Wonderful. Now let's see how it works
in Microsoft Office.
Now, believe it or not, something I found very interesting with OpenOffice, when you save as, you can actually save it as a Word 2007 document, Word 2003, or a Word 97 document. So, you can actually save it as Microsoft Office documents. Okay. Well, what's this? Graphics card may not be configured properly for an optimal slideshow experience?
That is
what?
That is because we are using a virtual machine.
Well, it worked in OpenOffice. Oh. Okay.
Lag.
It's rather dark.
Oh dear.
It's lag, the enemy of most computer users. Like me.
Well, it works.
Majorjip is a terrible speller.
Okay,
I
well,
am not.
Yes, you are.
I think what we've pulled from this experience is...
Now let's open that file in OpenOffice and save it as a Word off a PowerPoint document and see if
That
it...
would actually be a good idea. Let's see what
And
happens
see.
then. So here we are in our lovely little... Oh, one thing, if you've gathered from looking at OpenOffice, it actually resembles Word 2003 very nicely. Works the same way, pretty much, so... Here we go, save as. Let's see, where should I save
Desktop.
it? Save it in the desktop.
It's already saving in the desktop.
Okay. Now, again, like I said, you can save it as an OpenOffice presentation if, for whatever reason, you have, I don't know, a friend with OpenOffice that you're going to send it to. But you can also save it as Microsoft PowerPoint 97, 2000, or XP. The nice thing about that is all the current Microsoft Office ones, more up-to-date ones, such as 2003, this is Keyprint format, such as 2003, 2007, and 2010, all have backwards compatibility. Basically, a PowerPoint or a Word 97 document is compatible with pretty much everything. So
I don't... And it opens better.
Oh, alright. Transitions are still a little bit laggier than we saw in OpenOffice.
But that's because it's running in a virtual machine.
Right. That's really not to blame for either of the softwares that we've been using. So, believe it or not, even if you save, even if you have OpenOffice and you want to send a presentation to someone that you know has, Microsoft Office, you can save it as a wide range of different documents, which I thought was very nice.
And from what I see, it seems to save that much better, because what should have been translucent was translucent.
Now again, I don't know why, but the transitions again seem to work better in OpenOffice, but
because OpenOffice isn't Microsoft Office is trying to polish off the transitions when OpenOffice isn't entirely.
Right.
So.
Now, the OpenOffice suite, we only tested the 3 most popular forms of documentation for, different Office programs. Now, obviously, when you open it up, we've got text document, spreadsheet, presentation. All right, so text document is like Word, spreadsheet is like... Excel, right, thank you. Presentation being like PowerPoint. Drawing supposedly is like Microsoft Paint. Now, database I found very interesting. Database is actually if you want to create a certain file in your system, basically a save point. Very interesting, but I never used it because... I don't know, I just never used it. Formula. Formula is one of the ones that has always confused me. Now, formula, supposedly, it's supposed to be some kind of math, formula writing program or whatever. I mean, sure, I'm not good at math, but let's see if I can... 4 times... Okay, 4 times... 2, enter. No, 4 times 2 equals, enter.
I don't think you're using this program
Do the
right.
equation properly. Okay, equals upside down question mark.
Would
someone care to help me out here?
No thanks, I'm already good enough at math.
I think this is not me.
Equals, let's see, 4 times
All right,
2 equals...
Let's look at the templates before we run out of time.
Okay, enter. 4 times 2 equals fish.
Great, you broke the laws of physics.
Okay, apparently the program agrees with me. Don't let it do your math homework for you.
Alright.
Boo!
Now, what was that? Oh, yes,
Take
templates.
a quick look at templates. No, I guess we'll do templates in the next video.
Templates, we can do templates now.
running out of
Templates,
time.
yes. Supposedly you can download from their website different templates, presentation backgrounds, and presentations. Very useful, and I've never done it
running
before.
out of time.
I'm newpaxromana signing out.
Major Jip out.
Why?
Stop.